Hello, Taurus. What you're looking at is your tarot reading for love and relationships, February 2019. I'm very much aware that Valentine's Day is February 14th, and so some of you might be having a few more expectations or questions about this reading. I'll make sure I try to cover it as far as what your love interest or partner might be feeling or thinking, and what energies are surrounding you as you proceed throughout the rest of the month. What's going to happen. So I'm going to stop it right here. So again, these are your first 9 cards. I want to focus on your center card. Very intriguing because you do have some air. This is a King of Swords, and the King of Swords is right in the middle of your spread as far as the theme or the root energy of your relationships in February. The King of Swords is very intellectual. Usually it's the energy of thinking through problems, conversations, decisions. Think of chess. Basically this could be a person of interest, and this person of interest, even if they're not an air sign, via sun, maybe they're an air sign ascending or a moon sign. But when you have a King of Swords as a potential partner or love interest, this is a person that keeps a lot of their thoughts to themselves. They're not very extroverted. They're a mystery. So people with air energy, and of course that can be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, there's always this sense of you never know what's going on. And one way of describing it is just imagine the Terminator. You pull back the face and you've got all this circuitry and wires going on. And I hate to say it, but you know what? I'm a Libra too. Many times we assess, we analyze, we look at what's going on before we open up emotionally. And many times to make a romantic connection with someone with an air energy, it's about the intellectual connection. Can you talk to this person? Do they seem to be in the same ground as far as your values and trust and honesty? So a lot of your February story is going to be focused on when do the emotional floodgates open, okay? But it also feels as if part of the other story for you, Taurus, is you coming out of hibernation. So when I look at your cards, especially as major arcana cards, you do have the star here, which is the card of hope. And then your other major arcana is the wheel of the year, the wheel of fate, things turning, okay? Your luck changing. But it's also about the natural seasons. And so when I look at that 5 of Pentacles here, the Pentacles are telling me a little bit about what's going on. 5 of Pentacles can mean hibernation. It can mean a really difficult time, but it's only a matter of time before things turn back around. So it's really good, Taurus, that you do have that wheel of the year here in your future, because it's like the oracle sort of, giving you a heads up. Things might be bad now as far as your love life. Maybe you're taking some space or distance from this person of interest, but you're going to feel much better. In the meantime, it looks like you've got 3 of Pentacles, which means that you're not just wasting your time you're not wasting your time waiting for this person. A 3 of Pentacles is about productivity, success, being rewarded, being recognized, studying. Sometimes it's related to going to school. But in a relationship reading, it can just mean that you'll be friends for now, you'll play it by ear, and you're just going to focus on other things. So when you have that Page of Cups right between those 2 Pentacles, the Page of Cups is watering the earth. Pentacles represent earth. So when you get all that water nourishing, you're still keeping your emotional energy up. Page of Cups is very, very optimistic. But at the same time, I just get this feeling from the past that you're kind of detached. Things are not working out with your partner. There's no real connection. And so you're just going to pull back, as most earth signs do. Stand your ground, not rush into anything, and not rush into any big decisions. But by the time we get to this middle card here with the star, Six of Cups, and then you have some cups with the star. Six of Cups is about missing someone, people from the past. And so as we head into February, Taurus people, your partner will definitely want to reconnect with you, regardless of whether you guys are already in a relationship, married, dating. The general energy I'm picking up is someone wanting to emotionally reconnect with you, even though things have been kind of funky with disagreements and not being on the same page together. So when we do come here, this Cups energy, keep in mind, you've got a lot of water here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see the 2 cups being balanced here with the star about hope and optimism. And so here in your future, you've got a 10 of Cups. A 10 of Cups obviously is the happily ever after card. Many people love seeing this card with the 2 of Cups because it means that you're reaching that long-term commitment. You're finally reaching the height of happiness. And so as things, you have this Wheel of the Year between these 2 cups. Note how you've got your Queen of Cups looking towards everything. You're able to emotionally open up to this. You're opening up to the new changes for good, and you're also looking at a great future in your relationship as spring approaches. So let's go ahead and pull the outcome card. And so if I had to come up with a theme for you, Taurus, for this month, it is about weathering the storm. And I say that knowing that some of you are in the Midwest and the East Coast, probably, staying at home, trying to keep your temperature at least around 70. So here is your outcome card. You have a Page of Swords. And what does this Page of Swords mean? Well, first off, it's about getting at the truth. You'll see he's holding the sword defensively. It's always about cutting through the bullshit and getting right to it. And so you'll see here that, you'll see here that, remember what I said about this Wheel of the Year. It's about things changing, things evolving naturally. And so you've got this Page of Swords here, which is cutting right through all the stuff that's getting in the way of your relationship. And you'll see that it's corresponding to this King of Swords. The Page of Swords is usually news. You could also be receiving a message from this King of Swords. But I feel like the Oracle is saying that this definitely feels that you and your love interest are going to get through most of February into March, cutting through the BS, because your partner should know, if they don't know by now, that you're an earth sign, and Tauruses especially do not tolerate being wishy-washy, mysterious. So there are some compatibility issues going on with this energy of air surrounding a relationship or your love interest, along with your groundedness, your openness, and your honesty, and getting straight to the point. So whoever this person is with the air energy, they need to get it together, stop playing games, stop abandoning you, leaving you alone, as is indicated with that 5 of Pentacles there. And I feel like because you're self-contained and you're not exactly the type of person who can be played, I feel eventually you and this partner are going to work it out. Okay? So that was your reading, and thank you guys so much for your continued support this year. If you're a new subscriber, thank you. I'm going to have next month specials on my personal readings, so stay tuned for that. And there's also going to be a live super chat coming up in the next couple weeks before Valentine's Day. There might actually be a pre-Valentine's Day super chat with free readings, so stay tuned for that as well. Take care. I'll see you next month, and as always, I wish you love and light.